Good afternoon. My name is Horace Dobson, one of your future political leaders here in the city of Boca Raton, Florida. I want you to imagine yourself married to a woman, say from the Robert Palmer's Simply Irresistible music video, with two beautiful kids, living the life of your dreams, living in a massive house of your dreams on the ocean, jacuzzi, swimming pool, impeccable nighttime view of the moonlight gleaming over the incoming waves. You and your beautiful wife or your beautiful girlfriend traveling all over the world, experiencing new cultures, experiencing new taste sensations from exotic locations from around the world, such as Peru, ceviche. You hear the gentle breeze as you track through the Andes Mountains at Machu Picchu, feeling the gentle warmth of the sun at 8,000 feet above sea level. And then you open your eyes, you smell the sweet scent of the perfume your woman is wearing. And you realize that this was not a dream, but this is your reality. Today, I'm going to share with you a way that we can build $1 million asset in 30 to 90 days. But first, let's look at some ways $1 million can provide a residual income. That means incoming income without you physically having to go to work, or passive income. You're getting paid not on hours, but you're just getting paid on the efforts of others. So if you were fortunate enough to have $1 million, you could put it into a savings account. I wouldn't suggest it right now because in a bank, they're only giving you like 0.2%. So you're getting you would be receiving like $2,000 a year of earned interest on $1 million. But then you can move it into a money market savings account at 1.55%, which would give you about $15,500 a year in earned interest. Now, if you do investments, you can receive anywhere from 5 to 7%. If you were getting 5%, you'll be getting $50,000 a year in interest earned. If you're getting 7%, then you'll be getting about $70,000 a year in earned interest. Now, if you would have invested in the stock market, say for the last 30 years, it's averaged 8.3%. So you'll be getting about $83,333 a year in earned interest. And that's a good living wage. My dad, when I was born, had he invested $10,000 in the stock market, right now, that $10,000 would have matured to about almost $4 million. Okay, but let's go back. Let's say you're not fortunate enough to have $1 million in cash lying around, but you still want to have the same lifestyle as if you did. Then I have a solution for you. It's called leveraging. You want to leverage people to produce like $1 million asset. I use this and I talk about it in one of my previous videos where I talk about my staffing company, how I staff 5 facilities. I had about 10 employees and my employees were working about 400 hours a week, and I was getting about $7 average from each one of those hours that they were working. But go back and look at that video. But leveraging people to produce like $1 million asset for you, that's the ticket, and that's what I'm going to focus on today, because for 99.9% of you all listening to this video out there, this is your ticket, because you don't have $1 million cold cash lying around. So I want you to look at Boca Raton Wealth Solutions, and the PHP agency. We have a solution. If you join our company, you become a certified, actually not certified, but a licensed life insurance and annuities agent here in the state of Florida, then you could write one policy a month and make about $36,000 a year gross. Now, with your entry level with the company, you will be taking home about $18,000 of that. So $18,000 net annually at your commission level. Now, say you just get 7 people. You can get one person this month, one the next month. Say it takes you 7 months to get 7 people. Who cares? But I'm just going to go, what if you got 7 people in 1 month? 7 people that you have personally recruited doing 1 policy a month. Doing 1 policy a month with the company's average, you will be making about they will be grossing about $252,000 a year gross with those 7 people getting 1 policy a month. Now, your override commission of 30% at your commission level would be $50,000, $50,400. So if you're receiving $50,400 from the efforts of others and you're receiving $18,000 net from your own efforts, that would be about $68,000, a little over $68,000 a year. Now that would be equivalent to having a $1 million cash asset receiving about 7% interest. Remember we talked about the stock market or investments. If you have $1 million in the bank, $1 million in the bank producing about 7% interest, which is $70,000 a year. Now here, you just recruited 7 people, and those 7 people are able to, don't forget, they're going to be doing the same thing you're doing, but for you, they're going to do 1 policy a month, you do 1 policy a month, and you're receiving as if you have a $1 million asset in the bank. So is this doable? I want you to think about the alternative. Or would you rather be making $20 an hour? In that case, it would take you 3,420 hours for you to make $68,000. Let me repeat that. If you're making $20 an hour, it would take you 3,420 hours to make $68,000. That's 285 days working 12-hour shifts. Imagine driving into work 285 times, but not just 285 times, you got to multiply that by 2 because now you got to drive to work and then you got to drive home. You got to buy lunch at work 285 times. Think about shutting the alarm clock off 285 times. Remember having to wake up, roll out of bed 285 times, roll up out of bed, brush your teeth, take a shower 285 times, get that morning cup of coffee, stopping by Starbucks 285 times, or finding 7 people to get licensed in Florida as a life insurance and annuities agent. It's your choice. Which one is harder? Spending 285 days, year in and year out, because if you don't work, you don't get paid. With this, once you put it in place, you put it in motion, it continues to perpetually grow. So X plus Y equals $70,000, which equals $1 million. So there are only 2 reasons you won't accomplish your goal. Do you want to know what those 2 reasons are? Diligence versus hard work is one. I'll give you an example. If someone comes in and we have protocols in place and we have a strategy in place, we have system in place to make sure that you can at least accomplish that goal, which is very small with the company when you look at all the $1 million earners that are with PHP. Imagine someone trying to chop down a tree with a hammer. And they're doing it 24/7. That's like you working 285 days just to get $70,000. But now, so you're working this, no doubt you're working hard. And then say someone else has an axe. They go out there and they're axing the heck out of that tree. And they're working hard, they're sweating out there. But now say someone comes who is not only a hard worker, but they're diligent. Meaning they're following the protocol and they're using the most effective, efficient way possible to cut that tree down. So what they're doing, they're using a chainsaw and they're just chopping, knocking trees down left over right. That's what diligence is. So what are some reasons that people don't achieve their goals? It's either effort or strategy, the same thing. Some people don't put the effort in. People say, oh, I'm not good at sales. But yes, you sell every day. If you're married or have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, you sold yourself to them. If you have an employer, if you got a job, you have a resume, you sold yourself to that employer. You had to go in, sit in front of that employer, and that employer asked you questions, and you had to come up with an answer to make yourself more presentable and let them know that you're the one for them. So don't give me that you can't sell, because we sell every day. If you go to the store and it's a sale, or if you go to one of these markets and you have to haggle, someone say, hell, give me this for $50, and you wager them, you haggle them down to say, no, well, I give you $40. You're a salesman. If you go buy a car and the salesman tells you $40,000, you say, I'm not paying $40,000. I'll give you $35. And they say, okay, we'll give you $38. And you say, well, I'll give you $36. You're a salesman. You just bargained. You just not manipulated, but you just presented your case and you got something at a better deal. Same thing. All you need to do is share what you're going to learn from us with 7 people. If you can share it with 7 people and present it in a way where they can understand it, like that's why I'm doing this video, to let you know the magnitude of exactly how this works and how simple it can be. I'm not saying it's simple, it's very easy, but you do have to put some work in. Again, this is Horace Dobson. Contact me. The information is below, and I get you all the information you need to get started and to let you know how you can get 7 people.